Hey, leaders of Two Pillars, wanted to take a few minutes to just communicate some upcoming stuff for the summer to you. I know that video isn't always the best method to do this. Quite honestly, was going to share a lot of this 2 weeks ago when I got sick, but then in the course of events was going to share it yesterday, and then God just kind of pressed on my heart that this was something that probably needed to be just kind of rolled out to you guys as leaders before just going forth and sharing it broadly to the whole church, to give you guys some time to ruminate on it as well, so we can talk back and forth here, perhaps on the city, or you can give me a call or something like that if you got questions before we go ahead and pitch this widely, most likely next Sunday morning, to the broader church. And so what I want you guys to know is just some stuff about summer coming up. This summer, really going to be making an outward push into our neighborhood in order to do several things. Number one, just increase awareness of our presence in our neighborhood, in this part of the city. Number two, to pray for our neighborhood. Number three, to engage our neighborhood. Number four, to really bless and serve our neighborhood. And five, to participate in what's already going on in our neighborhood. And so, we always say around here that the church isn't a building, that it's a people. And this summer, we're actually going to prove that. And so I got some things here that are planned. These are things that Adam and Cheech and I have been praying through, talking through a lot over the last couple months, and we're ready to share these with you guys. So we got some things that are planned, and then also some things that are in the works. And so what we have planned right now are 4 worship gatherings, so Sunday morning worship gatherings in the local parks. And so we're calling these Two Pillars in the Park. And so what that's going to look like is us, kind of like we did 2 years ago in Stransky Park when we were kind of homeless for 2 weeks before moving in here. We've got 4 dates targeted for worshiping in local parks here in this part of the city, in this neighborhood. And so the first one is going to be June 22nd at Prescott Park. That's right behind the school building there. July 6th, we're tentatively planning to be at Stransky Park. We need to work out a couple details there, make sure that's 4th of July weekend, so we just want to make sure that the park's available. July 13th then will be in Peach Park, just north of our building, and then so we'd worship there in the morning, and then that late afternoon and evening will be our second annual neighborhood carnival. So that same day we'll be back there to do the carnival, and then July 27th back at Prescott Park again. And so these are some things that we've been working to kind of pull together. At this point, these things they're planned. I want to take a moment there just to go back to the carnival and also introduce to you. So yesterday, Adam and Sarah Frederick and myself met to talk about some organizational stuff to kind of help just execute this whole thing really, really well. And so I want you guys to know and be the first to know that Sarah is going to step into a role of some organizational leadership over some of our summer push, specifically around the neighborhood carnival stuff. And so if you're a GC leader, you're going to be hearing from her. She's going to kind of do sort of the role that Valerie did last year with the neighborhood carnival, but kind of working also to get some donations and sponsorships from some of the local businesses and some of that stuff as well. And so if you get contacted by Sarah, just know that that's why we've kind of put her into a place of helping out and leading in some ways there. Something else that's really unique and interesting. Over the course of time, we've built, my wife and I have built some really good relationships with the Near South Neighborhood Association, and also just Prescott Park and the Community Learning Center there. As sort of the result of that, there are flyers that are going out to every single resident in the Near South neighborhood, and so that's like 4,000 addresses. That's like 10,000 people, and on those flyers that are going out last week and this week, they're bright green flyers. So if you live in the neighborhood, you're going to see these. But 2 of our worship gatherings are promoted on that, both the ones that are at Prescott Park. And so we're really excited about the fact that just 4 years of bridge building in some of those areas in our community are bearing some fruit. Additionally, the ones that we're doing at Prescott Park are going to go out in the summer activities calendar to every single family that's a part of that school. And so we're getting some really good free promotion for those events, and we're really excited about that. So that stuff is planned. And now in the works, we're working on some things to pull together some prayer walks, so some organized efforts to be walking through our neighborhood, praying for our neighborhood, most likely trying to do that the Sunday before we go and worship around that park. And so we'd go, a week before going to worship at Stransky, we would go and walk that area and just spend some time in prayer, maybe hand out some flyers and inviting folks to come to that. We're also working on some corporate mission work, and so what we want to do is come up with some service opportunities and also a list of just participation opportunities for us as a body to come together and to bless and serve and participate in the things that are going on in our neighborhood. And so in the past, we've done most of that through our gospel communities. That's been the main avenue for mission. This summer, we're just going to shift for the summer and do some corporate mission stuff. And so we've got a lead with Habitat for Humanity is doing a house just north of our building here, and so that might be an opportunity. There's some ladies within the church who have come up with a great idea to bless our community through a sort of free-for-all event where we're giving away clothes and toys to parents. They can just come here and receive. And so some of that's coming together for early August. Over the summer, we're going to be also doing well, before I leave off of that, the service and participation opportunities, really, we need some more ideas. And so if you've got ideas, we want to welcome those. We probably can't do all of our ideas, but we need a couple more, 2 or 3 more service opportunities for corporate mission where we can bless, we can serve our community. And then participation opportunities, they range from, the Stransky concert series every Thursday night, the Chicago-style softball tournament that we did last year. We'll be doing that again right before the first worship gathering at Prescott Park on that Saturday. There's also a big Summer festival that goes on there as well. And then additionally, over that summer, those 6 weeks that will be in the park, so there's 4 weeks in the park, there's 2 more weeks that are kind of interspersed in there that will be at the building. We're going to be working through a topical series called Not a Building, and Adam's got some great ideas to put together some t-shirts for us that say Love Lincoln, notabuilding.com on the back that will route people to our blog, where we're promoting a lot of the events that are going on in the community and also sharing what we're doing. We want to encourage people who are using social media to just hashtag Not a Building all summer long, so hashtag Not a Building, hashtag Lincoln, and just begin to promote the fact that we are out and help people to get a glimpse of what it looks like for the church to not be a building but be a people. A lot of opportunities for the blog and to embrace in there. And also we just want to begin to encourage you guys and the people in your gospel communities, the people that you're in close connection with. This is a season to invite. And so invite to our gatherings, invite to your gospel community, invite to your homes, and really continue to build gospel relationships. And so that's the high level stuff. We'll talk more about this in the leadership development night here in May that you're all going to be invited to. We'll get the event notice up for that soon. But please be praying for this. If you got ideas for corporate mission, please let us know. You can email them to me or Adam. And we'd love to just continue to dialogue about this. If you got questions about this, I know some of your minds are probably going crazy right now, and we'll flush out a lot of that when we gather the 3rd Monday of May for that leadership development night. I'll see you then.